I had a client come to my office. He told me about a business partner ripping him off for £500,000. He was in tears when he told me about the effect this had had on his family. Hi, my name's Chris. I'm a specialist litigation solicitor. I own and run Burgon Solicitors. We are a specialist litigation and commercial law firm. We help business owners win disputes. I've been a litigation solicitor for more than 25 years, and one of the things that I've learnt is that dealing with disputes involves dealing with a lot of very difficult emotions. The other thing I've learnt, that if you can control your emotions, which most of us are good at, if you can recognise when your emotions are affecting your decisions, which some of us are not so good at, and if you can make sure that your decisions are based on sound, rational, commercial reasons, then that's a massive step towards succeeding in a dispute and getting the result you want. What kind of emotions are we talking about? Well, firstly, we're talking about anger. If somebody rips you off, you're going to be feeling really pretty angry. But we're also going to be talking about hurt emotions. We go into business with the people we trust, our friends and our family. And if those people let you down, then that's bound to hurt quite a lot. Also, you might be feeling pretty fearful and anxious because you'll have recognised that the status quo can't continue and you don't know how to solve it and you don't know what will replace it. So it's natural to feel pretty fearful. What are the signs that you're not dealing well with these emotions? Well, one sign is that you know something's wrong but you're not doing anything about it, and that's natural. When faced with a problem we don't know how to solve, we tend to concentrate on what we do know what to do. So you may find yourself in a business where you know something's wrong, but all you're doing is concentrating on the day-to-day. Inaction can be justified by a sense of denial. If you're in a business and someone's bullying you, someone's lying to you, someone's ripping you off, and you're doing nothing about it, then it's possible that you're in a state of denial. You're just pretending that the problem doesn't exist. It may even be worse than that. You might be excusing the behaviour. Somebody shouting in a boardroom, then you're saying that they're under a lot of stress. Somebody taking money out of the business, you're saying, well, they probably need the money, they have a large family. Even worse than that, you might be thinking it's a good idea. Board meetings where there's lots of shouting and arguing, that means they're not boring. If someone's taking money out of the business, that just shows how enterprising they are. But let me tell you, if any of those things are happening, those are situations which you shouldn't put up with and that you need to do something about. What other emotions are there? Well, you may be blaming yourself. You may be saying something like, only I would trust this person, or only I would end up in a situation like this. So if you find yourself concentrating on the day-to-day when you know that something's terribly wrong, or find that you're denying that there's a problem, or blaming yourself, what's the first thing to do? The first thing to do is to recognise these things in yourself. The second thing is to do something about them and make a positive step forward. After 25 years, I don't think I've met anybody who really likes being in conflict with another person. I had a client come to my office about 10 years ago. He was a very smart guy. He worked for financial institutions in the city. He told me about a business partner ripping him off for £500,000. He was in tears when he told me about the effect this had had on his family. We went through his problems, we gave him some potential solutions, but he walked out of the office saying that he was going to give his business partner one more chance. Instead of moving to recover some of the money that he'd lost and to help his family, to avoid going to a dispute, he was going to carry on in business with the person ripping him off. Don't be that person. We've been doing this for a long, long time and we understand the difficulties that you're going through. One of the special things about the service that we provide, as well as the legal and technical information that we'll give you, is we recognise that there's a personal element to every dispute and we can help you deal with the emotions. We even have a psychotherapist on staff who we will give you access to at no extra cost if things get really tough. If you've got a dispute that you'd like to deal with but you don't know how to take the first step, then please get in touch with us. Press the book a meeting button on our website and choose a date and time to have a free conversation with a specialist solicitor.